The most expensive prank in history. My best friend, Tyler, is the kind of guy who thinks he's a master prankster, but honestly, he's just a liability. For his 21st birthday, we decided to pull the ultimate prank. The plan was simple. We'd kidnap him during his morning jog, throw him in a van, and then drive him to a surprise party at a luxury lake house we'd rented. Simple, right? Wrong. The morning of the prank, we were all hyped. We wore black balaclavas, rented a beat-up white van, and waited behind a bush near the park. When we saw a guy in Tyler's signature neon green hoodie running toward us, we jumped out. We didn't say a word, just grabbed him, threw a sack over his head, and hauled him into the van. He was fighting back way harder than we expected, landing a solid punch on my jaw, but we figured he was just committed to the survival bit. We drove for 45 minutes, blasting heavy metal to drown out his muffled shouting. We were laughing our heads off, thinking about how surprised he'd be when we reached the lake house. We dragged him out onto the deck. Everyone was there, his parents, his girlfriend, all our friends holding happy birthday signs. I counted down, 3, 2, 1, and ripped the sack off his head. The entire party went silent. It wasn't Tyler. It was a middle-aged, muscular man with a military haircut who looked like he could kill us all with a toothpick. For 5 seconds, nobody moved. Then, the man looked at the birthday cake, looked at us, and let out the loudest, deepest laugh I've ever heard. It turns out, we had kidnapped a retired Navy SEAL who happened to be wearing the exact same neon green hoodie as Tyler. He told us he was about to neutralize us in the van but decided to see where the story was going. Instead of calling the police, he stayed for the party. He ended up drinking more beer than anyone else and told us stories about his missions that were way more interesting than anything Tyler has ever done. The best part? 2 hours later, the real Tyler finally showed up, crying, because he had seen a white van kidnap a man in front of him and had spent the morning at the police station reporting a brutal abduction. We had to go to the station with a Navy SEAL to explain that we weren't a cartel, just a group of idiots who can't tell people apart by their faces.